Hello, friends. How the heck are you doing? Looks like I'm back for another installment of my honest reviews. Today is going to be Zimkitha. Uh, just want to start off by saying I just got home from work and I had to turn my furnace on because whenever I leave, I like to turn my furnace off or whatever. But so you might hear that in the background. Sounds like a wind tunnel, but yeah, I wanted her to get this over with because you only got a couple days left of this portal, and I wanted to give my honest opinion of this hero. Uh, so I do have him limit broke. I went the attack shield route. Uh, where to start off at? I mean, I like to start off with the art. I like those Crocs, I'm not going to lie. I've got a pair of Crocs, and I like to wear them every once in a while, especially at the grocery store. Yeah, I'm that guy. It don't bother me. They're like house slippers. They're great. So yeah, you get some nice Crocs there. Great character art. Paladin class, of course, and the talent with that 25% chance to get 25% defense for 2 turns after receiving any damage. And that effect is applied at the end of the turn. 2008 family bonus. So I like to run Evelyn in a team with her to where at the bottom here it says, of course you get the 15% defense bonus, and then you get the elemental link affects all allies if you got 2+ heroes. So basically, when she goes off on her special skill, that elemental link will apply to all allies since I have Evelyn as well. And that's recover 4% health for all allies, even though it says fire for 6 turns. So that's a total of 24% health by the time that's over with. And, that's not tremendous, but, chip damage and everything, from defenses, it kind of makes up for it. So that's a nice little additional bonus. The costume bonus isn't that great. I mean, it's minimal compared to most costume bonuses because, let's be frank and let's be honest, a lot of these heroes, they've already got 2 costumes. So they've really got a big stack on the costume bonuses, but it is what it is. Now I want to get into the bread and butter of Zimkitha and my honest review of her. Dispels buffs from all enemies. That's the first thing she does, which is amazing. And of course, we're in the era of mega buffs. You go against your Hawthorns, your Ferdinands. You know, she dispels those before she attacks, which, and plus we got the limit break too, which everybody's aware of, and we get all these starting off bonuses. So yeah, they're very beneficial for clearing all these buffs at a fast speed. That's the main thing, is that she's fast. And I would say if there was nothing else there, just the dispels buffs, her being a utility. I don't consider her a damage dealer. She's utility, situational damage dealer. You know, uh, Somewhat board dependent. I mean, if you don't get no reds, you've got a hero over there that's not doing anything. But that's pretty much with any hero. If you don't get the tiles, they're just useless. But in Zimkitha, I think it affects her a little more. Uh, I've played with this hero quite a bit already. Uh, it's amazing. I even posted that short that you can see, with her max damage, and that was with an attack buff from Rice. I think it's 25% attack buff. Uh, it was very hefty, but that's very rare and seldom that you get that. I had to hunt that situation down just to where I could make that video. It just didn't come to me. Uh, Deals additional 15% damage per removed status effect, up to 360% damage in total. I think that takes 12 tiles to do. And plus, it can really get higher. Like I said, if you've got somebody that gives an attack buff. And then if you limit break to her, which I can't show you, but her special skill is like, I don't, what was it, plus 60% damage for 6 turns? That's crazy. So now, if you can get her to go off before 6 turns, and then you go up against a Ferdinand team where he throws up freaking, it'd be a total of 20. He throws up 20 status elements on his team. So you would be getting the 360% damage plus a 60% damage boost, I think. So it's astronomical in that case if you limit break to her, which I haven't done yet. You know, of course, you can see. I'm contemplating on who I'm going to do. That's another subject for another video. But as far as, you know, the way the hero's built, it's amazing. A lot of these heroes, when you see reviews, what you're hearing from the content creator is a theory craft. You know, in their mind, they're visualizing what these heroes will do, and sometimes, you know, that's a good theory, and sometimes those theories don't pan out. That's why I kind of try and stray away from those kind of videos, doing them, because every time I do one, like with Queen Gawang, you know, I just kind of flop out, and she's turned out to be a very sturdy, solid hero that I enjoy using on a daily basis a lot of times. But on offense, Miss Kitty here, I show you what I use her with, what I mainly use her with. My main team that I use her with is right here. Of course, with Evelyn in the mix, we're going to get, I get the elemental link from her as well, which is 4% health. So basically the 4% health by using Evelyn in there. So I decided to go, you know, with the green team, which I still need to limit break Evelyn. And of course, Rice there, you know, this is a good little setup. You know, this is the healer, of course, and he gives an attack boost. It's 34% attack. I said 25 earlier. Plus, it can be additional up to 70% attack. So, yeah, the thing that holds me back with this team is my troop levels, of course. With Zimkitha, I got a standard 23 troop, and that's sufficient, but my greens are just not that great. And then for Rice as well, the team power is not there. But, you know, I wipe a lot of freaking top teams with this right here. But back to Kitty here. So my thoughts on her, my honest review is that she is a good hero. Is she worth chasing? I chased her. Cost me a couple $100 to get her. You know, I already had a copy of her leveled to 370. So getting her, all I had to do was just go up that last level and then level up the costume. So it wasn't too big of a deal. I think she's a great, solid hero. And I think that she can be workable in pretty much any team. Is she going to bring you a lot of damage? No. That's not her purpose. Her purpose is not to be a damage dealer. Her being able to deal possible high damage is a plus, but is that dependable? No. Is it situational? Yes. You're going to come into situations where she's just going to lay a brick on them. But the majority of the time, you know, you find yourself, you know, if you use her in and out, you find yourself just kind of holding and waiting to use her to where she dispels buffs, you know, because that's her true intent on her job. Because if you're just using her as a damage dealer and you're not using her to dispel buffs, then you're not taking advantage of what she was created for, and you're selling yourself short. There's many more different red heroes out there, fire heroes, that do way much better damage and more consistent, and they're designed specifically for that. You can't get hung up on trying to get the most dispellable buffs to where you can increase their attack. You can't get hung up on that. You already know if you go up against a Ferdinand team that you got a possibility of getting 20 right there. So prior to that, you know, you want to kind of set it up. You know, get a Rice in there if you got one, or get somebody with some attack up or something, you know, and set her up. And set the board up for that big kill if you're able to. And it can be done. But, you know, that's not something consistently done. Like I said, she's a support hero. If you're looking to get her on your team to just put tremendous damage dealing output, you know, I don't know how she works in a 3-2 red, 3-2 fire. Me personally, I don't run mono because my troops suck, so I can't really even speak on that. But a 3-2 fire, you know, I don't know. I think she's good in the role that I have her in, and I think that if you have her, you'll find a unique position for her. But like I said, she's support. Keep in mind that's the good mentality to have. Don't think that she's just going to be putting. Look, if she goes right off and you just hit them, and they have no dispellable buffs that you're removing to get an attack bonus, it's gonna be like a little flea hit the enemy. There's hardly any damage done at all. So, yeah, that's my honest review. I mean, is she a good hero? Yes. Chaseable? I mean, it depends if you want her. I know what the current meta is, and I know what the current meta is fixing to be, and I know that I needed a hero that dispels buffs from all enemies, especially before they attack. You know, that's the big thing about her. She dispels prior. So, you know, you got these Obicons, you know, with these reflects and shit like that. She eliminates all that before she even hits them, so she takes no damage. It's a big bonus. She's a great support hero. She clears the path for the rest of your team, and that's how you need to look at it. She is a setup person for the rest of your team. You know, Kitty Cat will go off first and clear all status buffs from the enemy, and then I'll launch my green assault. And that's the piece I've been missing for a long time, because I normally just go in there kamikaze without dispelling anything, and I'm grateful for having her. That's my honest review. You tell me, what's your thoughts on her? I'm probably going to limit break to her because that extra attack bonus for 6 turns, I think it's 60%. I could be wrong. It could be 40, but I thought it said 60. I don't know. Let's look. %30 damage. See, I was way off. So I couldn't give an honest review on that because I really didn't know. I mean, that's the bottom line. I don't have them limit broke too, so I don't know. I'm only speaking on where it's currently leveled at. The potential, I have no idea, and I don't know if I will have an ideal anytime soon. If you have an ideal and you've already done that, let me know. But with that said, I thank you for stopping by the video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and tell me your thoughts.